Well, the Prime Minister essentially admitted that the situation was getting out of control. He said that Spaniards would have to work together to bring it back under control, and he admitted that the situation was worrying. However, he did say that there should be nevertheless calmness. He said this was not the situation of back in March when, of course, there were really high death rates. Back in March, at the peak, there were about 900 deaths on some of the worst days. The Prime Minister said there'd been 96 deaths over the last week, but 40,000 new cases, and that brings Spain to 405,000 cases so far confirmed. The Prime Minister said that those military personnel, 2,000 of them, would be made available to the regions if needed. He's also said to the regions that they had 16 billion euros available to pay for stuff like tracing and anything designed to battle the rise in the number of cases. And the Prime Minister said that he would stand by any of those presidents across Spain that wanted to introduce a state of alarm. He said, of course, that would help allow lockdowns, whether small lockdowns in a region or throughout a region. He actually said that he would go to the central parliament to appeal for those state of alarms. That, of course, after some of the autonomous regions have complained that they don't have the legal powers necessary to prevent people from leaving their homes and to take measures to stop outbreaks. Of course, Spain had a very strict lockdown which ended back a couple of months ago, and many of the regions say that the relaxation of those measures has led to these soaring in the number of cases.
Yeah, and the country's still on vacation for now, Sarah. How are the locals taking it all where you are on the southern Mediterranean coast?
Well, in Andalusia, tourism has been absolutely decimated by the result of the COVID-19, particularly the measures taken by some countries, such as the UK. 18 million Britons would normally come to Spain throughout the year, particularly here on the Andalusian coastline, and many of them won't be doing it because there's a 2-week quarantine introduced by the British government for anyone travelling back to Spain. The Andalusians here telling me that the situation is nothing like it was in March and April of this year. Only 2% of hospital beds are now occupied by COVID-19 cases. But that hasn't stopped, really, the tourist industry here being decimated, and many of the hotels have empty beds.
Sarah Morris reporting live from Malaga. Many thanks for that update.